Hello, namaste, and welcome to Pramanic Astrology channel. If you are watching this live, welcome to this stream. And if you're watching it as a replay, you this session is all about question and answers of the friends. We'll talk about it in detail. We'll be addressing the questions and queries of the people, and may do some live reading as well. Okay, but don't share your birth details here. Okay, so please, those who are on the stream, please confirm if you are able to, listen to my voice. Audio video is okay. Just put it in as AV. Okay, that will really help me so that I can start the session. Audible. Okay, so anybody has any problem with audio? No? Okay. So yes, those who are new to this stream, I would recommend you to go and have my 3-hour free training. Okay? And don't think it's free so it's useless. I don't like to waste your time. Okay? And you don't have to buy anything. You just go and get that free training, but you have to have the 3 hours. And if you want the recording of that training, then you have to pay. Okay, but otherwise you have that training for free. Okay, just go and check out that on my website. I'm just sharing my. Okay, so just go to this. Yeah, just go to this website, and there you will see the free workshop. Go and watch that, and it's completely free. But make sure you have 3 hours. Okay, now. Okay, so let's get started with this on this Friday evening. So, freaking awesome. Hello, freaking awesome. I want to thank you because I read your comment, you're answering to the friends' queries, and you are taking their details and helping them understand. I really appreciate your involvement into the community. Thank you. Keep visiting and keep helping the friends. I really appreciate your help to this channel. Now, Himanshu Lohani, Pranam, I'm a new subscriber of this channel and I must appreciate for the new observations I got from you. Thank you. I'm really grateful for your kind words. My query is related to, okay, so this is the query. For how much time one has to live away from spouse, family, how to determine this from chart? I know this all depends on Dasha. How to look as per that? Yes, correct. Sometimes there are few yogas which are Dasha specific, and there are few yogas which are independent. But whenever there is a separation, you have to look for the 12th house, 6th house. Okay, these are the separating agents, and Rahu to some extent. Okay, so the family is about the second house, fourth house. So any involvement of these houses, the lords and the karakas of these houses, with 12th, 6th house Saturn, this causes delays, burdens, or separations from your spouse. Let's say you have 7th lord into the 12th house, it can also cause a separation. Okay, or 7th lord into the 6th house, or these are the houses. Or let's say you are going through the mahadasha of any of these house lords. This all depends upon the spouse chart and both the charts of the couple. Okay, but yeah, this is the way to look at it. I hope this has helped you. Dashas are super important for that. Deepak Das, hey sir, keep up the good work. Thank you, Deepak, for your kind words, and you stay tuned for all the astrological, topics and queries if you have any. Thank you. Helen Troy, Sun, Mars, Rahu conjunction in the 12,000 D10. Okay, we are not talking about D10 because D10 is what? D10 is the 10th amsha, the 10th division of the D1. So you have to see what's happening in D1, then you would know more about the D10 chart. Okay, and don't worry about any planet going into the 12th house or 6th house or the 8th house. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, it just brings in more awareness. Let's say you have a debilitated planet in the D10 chart, it makes you aware about that area of your life and makes you work more. In a way, it's good. Okay, so yeah, don't think that debilitation or any conjunction in the 12th or 8th is bad. It becomes bad only if it just adds up to all the things pointing towards the same house, same uh, planets. Then it becomes challenging and difficult. Otherwise, most of the people don't have that tragic chart. At least those who come to astrologers don't have it. Okay, so it's all depending upon the, so Sun, Mars, Rahu, you can always think about it as Mars and Rahu is all about the energy, and Sun is about the self. But again, the conjunction of planets in D1 are different. Okay, you can have, let's say um, you have Sun in the second degree of one Rashi, and Mars into some other Rashi, and Rahu into the some other Rashi. Yet they are into the 10th Amsha of that Rashi, which is coming into that house. Okay, if it is confusing to you, join my 33 days Vedic Astrology Bootcamp, wherein I discuss about the Varga charts. We talk about the Padas, Nakshatras, and all the details about these planets. Okay, yeah. Sir, Purva Falguni, fourth pada. Purva Falguni Nakshatra, fourth pada. By the way, Purva Falguni is one of my favorite nakshatras. Okay, I like this nakshatra. And when you have any planet into the fourth pada of the Purva Falguni, fourth pada of the Purva Falguni goes into the Scorpio Navamsha. Okay, but what is it? Do you have moon into the fourth pada of Purva Falguni, or which planet is into this pada? Because this pada goes into the Scorpio Navamsha. Okay, and yeah, so Scorpio pada. Let me check if it is. Let me check if it is the pada of. No, it doesn't. So yeah, Scorpio is the fourth pada of Purva Falguni Nakshatra. So check which planet is going. If Moon is going, then it goes into the debilitated Navamsha. So it brings in those element of jealousy, emotional intensity into one's life through the manifestation of Scorpio. Okay, let's say you have Mars placed into the fourth house of Purva Falguni, then it does great because now the energy of Mars is working through this intensive force of Scorpio. Now this Mars is emotional, and when Mars becomes emotional, it is like an inspiration, it's like a motivation to act and achieve their goals. Okay, Pura Falguni Nakshatra is also about the sexual acts. Pura Falguni is a sexy nakshatra. So Mars, the passionate planet of Mars, goes into the nakshatra of sex, or bed pleasures. So yeah, Mars also is can be seen with this. So accordingly, you have to see, put in all the planets and see how it works. Okay, I hope this has helped you. How Jupiter and Ketu conjunction in the sixth house will affect on me. Okay, so first you have to see the Jupiter and Ketu conjunction. I've already made a separate video on Jupiter and Ketu conjunction. Okay, but Jupiter is a planet of expansion, positivity, abundance, surplus, money, children, gurus, values, morals, and all that is positive in life and expansive and higher self. And Ketu is a spiritual planet. So Jupiter Ketu conjunction is a conjunction of two spiritual planets. Guru is the guru of the devas, and Ketu is a planet of spirituality, is an internalized force, and Guru is an expansive force. So the internal energy is now getting expanded, so it gives a greater understanding about the self. We always think about Ketu as a planet which is, spiritual, but Ketu is extremely hot and sun-like planet. Okay, it's more about the self. It because it is a planet which has already achieved certain things about the self. Okay, so Ketu, that's why they say Ketu is more like Mars and Saturn is more like Rahu. In a way, it's true, but more than that, Ketu is about the self awareness and things we have achieved in our life. Okay, so when these two planets comes into the sixth house, it makes you a person who is constantly working for money. Okay, it also brings in certain kinds of artistic things into one's life. Okay, so yes, now let me just, okay, Cancer. I worked so hard and become the best employee, but still having issues with staying in job. I can't work in the same job for more than 2 years, and I have Rahu Mars in the 10th house for Cancer ascendant. Yeah. What is the dasha? Check the dasha. Niluji, what is your dasha? Which dasha you're going through? Yes, Paul. Sir, I have Rahu in the 10th house and having 21 degrees and Mahadasha have started. What will happen? Can't say. Okay, because 10th house Rahu is excellent position for one to have. I always say that Rahu in the 10th house has the ability to create its own world. Why? Rahu is the planet of confusion. And what is the 10th house? 10th house is the house which is right above your head. So the 10th house is the house of clarity. The planet of confusion comes into the house of clarity. So now this Rahu is more capable of taking responsibilities. So once you start with the Rahu Mahadasha, you'll be, ready to take on new responsibilities in your life. And you would be able to start something new in your life during this time. And Rahu is also about the foreign things and about learning new things. Okay, that is more important. So which nakshatra gives good to family? I did not understand this question. Hello, sir. Please tell me about people born in Ashar Man Shukla Paksha Ashtami. I don't know. I mean, don't look into this. It's check it as more as uh, planets, nakshatras. I don't have much knowledge about a month and the characteristics of the month. Okay, I believe more into the planets and nakshatras and characteristics. But if you want to know more about it, there is one book called as Muhurta Chintamani. Okay, if you could get this book, you would get all these information about Muhurta. Okay, and in Muhurta you would have the qualities of the month. Then you would be able to do that. Okay, and if you want to know about the Ashtami, then the meaning of the people born on Ashtami, you can go and check my video. I have made a video on Tithis. Okay, you won't believe that. Go and check Tithi and Pramanik, you would get that. And where we have already discussed all these qualities of each Tithi. Can you give info on Sade Sati last phase? I'm Sagittarius moon and mine ends in 2023. Yeah, let me see if I have this. I'm just trying to pull my video. So yes, Bryna, this is one video which you can watch, which is about Sade Sati. Okay, this is that video which you can watch it. Okay, let me just. Okay, I'm just going through all the. Yeah, I was here. Okay, so what Sade Sati does is it makes you burden, but it makes you ready for the next level. Okay, don't think Sade Sati is bad. You would see people who are flourishing in the period they are going through Sade Sati. Why? Because they have accepted the responsibility. Because now Saturn, the planet of responsibility and burden, is traveling over your moon. Now you feel burden. Now you feel, a lot of responsibilities, and that is the sign of growth. That's where you're growing. Okay, and yeah, that's why Sadhasati. And in the last phase, it is about the family and finances, the second house from the moon. So here you will have the feeling about responsibilities towards finances and the family. Gemini ascendant, Rahu in the 12th house alone, Ketu in the 6th house alone, with aspect of Jupiter from the fifth aspect from the Jupiter in the second, and Mars aspects from the third house. Yeah, it's good. Pretty good. Ascendant Lord Saturn debilitated and retrograded. Okay, what is your ascendant? Cancer, Aquarius, or Capricorn? Capricorn, if it is debilitated, it goes into the fourth house. If it is into the Aquarius ascendant, it goes into the third house. Okay. First thing you have to check for the Niche Banga, the cancellation, or you can see about you know cancellation, or the lords or exchange. There are rules for it. You have to check for cancellation or Niche Banga Rajya. Okay, and when debilitated and retrograde, don't think it is exalted. Okay, it doesn't work like that. They are totally different phenomena. Debilitation is about the sign placement in a certain rashi. When Saturn is in Aries sign at certain degrees, it becomes debilitated. And retrogression is an astronomical phenomena wherein a planet appears to move backward, but it doesn't. Okay, I've already explained that in previous streams, so you can go and watch those streams as well. Okay. Vinita Agarwal, miss what you said in the beginning about 3 hour class. Please repeat if possible. Yeah, you can go and uh, watch that part again. It's about the 3 hour free workshop. You can go and watch that. So, how would be the Saturn transit for Scorpio ascendant regarding career? How would be the Saturn transit for Scorpio ascendant regarding career, job, and stability? Saturn is going through the third house, right? Yeah. So first thing, take your chart, make it as uh, whatever moon sign you have, and then see where are all the planets. That will give you an idea about what exactly this transit is impacting in which area, which houses, which house lords. Then it will give you more detail about it. Neha Shitut, hello, hello Neha ji. Thank you for joining. this stream. Welcome. And if you have any question, you can always ask. Thank you for joining. Seventh Jupiter in Saturn house, seventh Lord retrograde in the fifth house for Cancer ascendant. Yeah, what about that? What happens when Ketu is in the first house of D9? Okay, so when Ketu is in the D9, first thing you have to see is where it is coming from. I mean, what is the placement of Ketu in D1? And it has three aspects: the Rashi, the house, and the Lord. You have to note three, and you have to check that in Navamsha as well. Okay, but don't see it as Ketu in the first house in D1 is not same as Ketu in the first house in D9. Okay, they are looked differently. They are always judged based on the context of their placement, Rashi, Lord, into the D1. Otherwise, it don't look at it isolated as D9. Akshay Deshmukh, Taurus ascendant, Venus in the first house, Jupiter in the third house, Cancer, and Mars in the second house in uh, Gemini, Adra Nakshatra, conjuncted with Ketu in Punarvasu in third children. How will be married life and how would be life partner? Okay, for that you need to check the Darakaraka, the seventh lord. The seventh lord Mars is going into the second house. Okay, and you would see that seventh lord is also having conjunction with the Ketu. Okay, so when a planet of material things conjunct with a spiritual planet, you try to idealize your marriage. You look for a partner who is ideal, and you always think for that and wait for that ideal partner. Danish, moon in the fifth house, Capricorn ascendant, Saturn in Lagna. Okay. Ayushi Pandir. Hello, sir. Please tell Jupiter Saturn in the fifth house for Capricorn ascendant, struggling with career. Okay. So, where is your. For Capricorn ascendant, Saturn rules the first and second, and Jupiter rules the 12th and the third house. Okay. Third house is also the house of self effort. Now, all these planets are going into the fifth house, which is eighth from the 10th, which is about ups and downs in career. And I always say those who attend my stream regularly, they know that I'm very cautious when we are judging Jupiter Saturn conjunct. Okay, it's always tricky to judge this conjunction. These two are really big planet, and they really dominate the chart. Whenever you have any uh, anything happening or not happening, a uh, lot of time these two planets have a say in it. Without these planets position, nothing can happen. So when it comes into the fifth house of Purva Punya, it becomes even more important. So first thing you have to see is check your moon. Okay, and see which dasha you are going through, and relate it with the 10th house. So you are Capricorn ascendant, so your 10th lord would be Venus. So check where the Venus is in context with this. Okay, so yeah, but it's a very intense position, I would say, a very serious position, not even intense, but it is a serious position. Rahu Mahadasha for Capricorn ascendant, when Rahu is alone in the Pushya Pada 3, moon in Pura Falguni Pada 4. Yes. I'm Scorpio ascendant with moon in the first. My Ketu Dasha will start. My Ketu and Saturn in the fifth house Pisces. Excellent. Hi Guruji, Leo ascendant, retrograde Jupiter in ascendant and direct Saturn in sixth house. It has nothing to do with whether you should marry or not. Okay, check the seventh house, seventh lord, Darakaraka, seventh from your moon, seventh from your Venus, and then check. Okay, and please don't call me Guruji. I'm not a Guruji. Okay, I'm far from it. Okay, so can you suggest me best career for me? No, I can't. Give me an options, then I can tell you which is the best. And don't share your birth details here. Okay, so now Saturn return in the seventh house, Leo. How to interpret it? Yeah, it's a big event with respect to the relationship. Suraj Salunke, how will Ketu affect me in the seventh house with fourth degree? Yeah, go and watch my fourth house, seventh house Ketu. Okay, first thing you have to do is you have to find yourself. Okay, don't rely upon other people's appreciation or other people's judgment or other people's validations. That's the right word, and that will change your life. Hi, sir. Sun in 7th degree, Ketu in 12th, 20 degree, Mercury at 28 degrees in 6th house, Leo of Pisces ascendant. Yeah. Koinada, sir, if 12th house Lord Venus in the second house, what will happen? The Lord of the 12th house, the Lord of the foreign things, is going into the house of finances. Okay. So Rahu in the 8th house in Dhanu Rashi for Taurus ascendant and also Vargatam. Yeah, excellent. Manishankar Guduru. I hope I pronounced it right. For Cancer ascendant, Jupiter retro with Moon conjunction in the first house. Excellent. Amazing placement. Okay. Why? Because for Cancer ascendant, Saturn is ruling, Jupiter is ruling the ninth house of Pisces, right? And it conjuncts with Moon, which is a Lagna Lord. So the conjunction of the ninth Lord with the Lagna Lord and ninth Lord getting exalted. First, the Lagna Lord is getting also in its own sign. Okay, and Jupiter retrograde is excellent placement. Okay, in the first house it gets the strength. So go and watch my video. You don't have to worry about this placement. This is a very good placement. You can, this is, you don't get stuck into the Gajakesari yoga and all. Okay, it's a very common yoga, but yeah, this is a Gajakesari yoga, and this is looks to me as a very high quality Gajakesari yoga with the planets involved and the condition of the planets. It seems to me as a very good yoga, a powerful yoga. A yoga is powerful not because of the placement, but because of the condition of the planets involved into it. Okay, let's say this is Jupiter and Moon conjunct into the Capricorn, then Jupiter gets debilitated, right? But it's into the Cancer, both of that, like Jupiter is exalted and Moon is in its own sign. So it's even better. Okay, Himanshu Lohani, thanks for response to my query. Which house of planets Dasha to be checked for job transfers? I'm familiar that Ketu is for transfers or change of location. Okay, more than the planets and things, you have to look for the transits. Okay, for these kind of questions, you have to look for the transits of planets, which will trigger the event. Okay, so yeah, I hope this has helped you. My ascendant is Aquarius. How will be 2023 for me? I don't know. Most of the planets sitting in eighth from its position. What does it mean? It means a transformation. Eighth house is about ups and downs and death and rebirth. What happens when Ketu is in Aquarius? And I already made a video on this. Okay, you can go and watch that. Also check the Lord of the Ketu Saturn and Lord of the Rahu Sun and how they are relating with this Rahu Ketu. That becomes even more important. Okay, I'm just going through the. Okay, yeah. Moon Mahadasha with Moon in the seventh Leo house, Sun in the first Aquarius house. What's your take? Moon Dasha with Moon in the seventh house in Leo. So it is ruling the sixth lord, and it is going into the seventh house, right? So more than this, when Moon Dasha comes in, Moon is about fluctuation. Why? It's Moon. It keeps on changing, right? So it is all about emotions. So during the Moon Mahadasha, you become emotional. You become fluctuating. Okay, just apply the qualities of Moon, and you will experience them during this Mahadasha. And when Sun is in the first house, Sun is more about the stability, and Sun is opposite to Moon during the full moon, the Purnima. Okay, how can we detected a government job in the chart accurately? Okay, so for this, you have to look for the Sun, look for the 10th lord, and you look for the Karaka Saturn, and more. So you also have to see the Ashtakvarga for this. And there are certain yogas associated with the 10th lord, which gives and shows a career in government. Jimenarem. Hello, sir. I'm Leo ascendant with Mars in my 12th house in Cancer and Saturn sitting in 7th house, the Lord of the sixth house, passing my Saturn Dasha, having a lot of enemies lately. Any advices? Yeah, don't waste your energy into quarrels. When the Mars is into the 12th house, it tends to instigate you. People will come and instigate you, provoke you to have a fight. But don't waste your energy into these people and avoid enmity. I also want to know where is your Rahu. Thank you for answering my question. Yes, thank you, Neha. Thank you for joining. I remember when I started doing live, uh, you used to do the timestamps. I still remember that. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's not easy to do the timestamps for the live because you have to watch all over. You have to watch that session all over. It's not easy. Okay. Thank you. My Jupiter is in Purva Bhadrapada. My moon is in Uttarashada. And my sun is in Scorpio with Scorpio Saturn. What does it mean for me? It you know check the ascendant. I forgot your ascendant. You mentioned it. No, you didn't mention. Where is your ascendant? What happens when Ketu and Jupiter are in Aquarius with a Scorpio ascendant? So yeah. So for Scorpio, Aquarius goes into 8, 9, 10, 11, the fourth house. Okay, so That makes you, that Rahu goes into the 10th house. So again, it will give you a clarity. Clarity is the word for you. Okay, this Jupiter and Ketu will give you clarity in life because it would be in a mutual aspect with the Rahu. That's it, from the 10th house. Did I miss any question? CCG, namaste, my friend. Yes, yes, yes. Guys, those who are interested in astrology, this is my friend. She is also studying astrology and also contributing to the astrology. If you want to check, you can also check her work on Instagram, and you can check her work as well. Yeah. So, what is your question? Namaste, CCG. Yeah. I just found that I have Raj Yoga for Leos. Yeah, great. Enjoy. Yeah, I already knew, right? So, Tatiana, instructional design. Three planets in 12th house: Moon, Mars, Mercury. What is your ascendant? Okay, that is important. Why are Brihaspati and Shukra natural benefits, and are Chandra, Buddha, and the Sun included? Yeah, I did not get your question as in where it is included, but yes, Venus and Jupiter are, like, Buddha and Shukra are natural benefics. Thank you for your earlier advice. Yeah. Thank you for the shout out. Yes, CCG. Yeah. We are praying for you. All the friends on this stream are praying for your highest good and greatest growth, and make astrology proud with with your contributions. Okay, don't let astrology down. Okay, we are praying for you. All the best. Krunal Gachar. Taurus ascendant, Rahu in first, Moon in second, Sun, Venus, Mercury in the fifth, Saturn in the sixth. How is overall? I'm not able to visualize it. This is too much of energy for me. I'm sorry. Saturn debilitated in all divisional chart. What happens? You are blessed. Okay, because when uh, it is in uh, like Aries in all, it becomes Swargottam. Okay, it cancels out all its debilitation, so it's a blessing. Enjoy it. Seventh house Sagittarius prominent in D7. Does it take what is your take on job? No, I'm not able to comment on this, but check the Saturn, who is a ruler of that house, a ruler of that Varga, right? That will really help you. Nehaji, no, no, you don't have to thank me. I'm really grateful for your help to me. Okay, you have been a really great help to me. I'm really grateful to God and really appreciate the help you did. Thank you. CCG, yes, thank you. Now you deserve it. Chalo. So yes, guys, this was. We have questions. Okay, let's take them. Moon in seventh house in all charts. Interesting. But your ascendants would be different in all the charts, right? Seventh lord goes. Seventh lord sun goes into sixth house ahead, that is in second house. Okay, what about that? So Jupiter in the 10th house, Saturn answers Libra, 11th house, Libra ascendants. Thank you. Yeah. Why are Purva, Bhadrapada, and Rohini natives are not, it's like more than Purva Bhadrapada, it's Purva Falguni. Okay. Yeah. Deepa Chaudhary, thanks. I really needed to hear that my Saturn is a blessing. I'm having a very difficult Saturn Dasha, waiting for a better time. Now that yes, yes, yes. And I have not said this for the sake of it. It is a principle, it is a rule. Okay, so let's say if you have a debilitated Saturn in D1, and if it is getting, again debilitated into D9, it cancels out all the blemishes, all the doshas into the D1 chart of that Saturn. Okay, now this is how the complex karma is. You could have got, some of the people got Libra as Vargottam. You got Aries as Vargottam, but it's Vargottam, so it is canceling out. So yeah, just don't be afraid of Saturn. Saturn is there to help you. Saturn will make you uh, aware about your realities, your boundaries, and will help you to get ahead in life. Okay, so don't be afraid of Saturn. He's our friend, he loves you. In fact, I always say that whichever houses are aspected by Saturn are the blessed houses. Because on those houses, you are not confident, you are always conscious, and you are not complacent about those houses. In fact, those houses where Saturn is not aspecting, that's where you can make mistakes in life. Check your houses where Saturn is either not associated with conjunction of with the Lord or something like that, or it's that house is completely out of the Saturn's aspect or association. Those are the houses wherein you will make biggest mistakes of your life. Okay, just observe for yourself and just check it out. And also make sure you respond and reply to that in comment with your observation about this observation. D10 house lord and D and 10th lord is Mars. Yeah, what about that? Is Surya Yuti Ketu a blessing? Yes. Surya Ketu, Surya is about the self. Ketu is about things which you have already achieved in the previous life. Or in a way, it's Ketu is a orthodox excuse me. Okay. So Sun is about the self and Ketu is about the planet which brings in mastery from the previous life. So you have sorted the things about you, but then on the downside, it makes you perfectionist. You have to guard against that. Be easy on yourself. Don't be harsh on yourself. Okay, and then you would see how many good things you have, which other people, anyways, will appreciate. Don't share your birth details here, please, please. What happens when Saturn is exalted in D1 and then Saturn is in 8,000 Capricorn in D9? Will it get you? No, it depends upon what's happening with the other houses and dashas and transits. Okay, it's not only an isolated thing. You can't judge this. I'm very involved with the houses Saturn sits in and aspects. You're very correct. Sits in, see, Saturn is your friend, even everybody's friend. Okay, don't be afraid of Saturn. Saturn is a planet of success. Okay, Saturn is there to remove the clutter, remove the noise, and keep you focused on your dreams. You think he is a planet which distracts you from your dreams by putting in difficulties in your life? No, it puts in, it just take away all the noise and just makes you focused in your life. What happens when Mercury is combust and retrograde in Anishtha? Yeah, we already discussed that. Okay, so yes, this was live stream for this week, and yeah, this was it. If you still have any question, you can always put them into the comment section of this live stream. Sending you tons of positive energy, sending you high vibes. If you want to check out my training, go and check the 3 hours training. It's completely free, but don't, but keep the 3 hours ready. Okay, you have to spend 3 hours of your life investing for yourself, and it will help you to start reading Vedic astrology birth charts for yourself. Okay, see you in the training. Namaste.